What's up, everybody? I'm B-True, and we are back with some more Raid Shadow Legends. So, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be doing some summoning today. There's actually an event going on right now, and the event is, it gives you rewards based on the amount of summons that you do. So, you can see here, we have different level of shards, and Sacred Shard is the most important. It's the biggest one. You're going to get 500 points for each one of those. 120 for Void Shards and 20 for the Ancient Shards. Now, you can see down here, it's up to 1,500 is the points that you can get up to get all of these rewards right here, which means if I do 2 Sacred Shards, 4 Void Shards, and 1 Ancient Shard, that's going to give me 1,500 in order to max out all of this. So I'm going to do that to you today. I'm not going to use all the shards that I have. I actually have more than that, but I'm going to save them for the next event. But we will max this out today, and I'll kind of show you guys what I get. So real quick, let's just take a look. I do not have any legendary champions yet. I have a couple rares, or epics, I guess they're called. I got Hope, Gorgorob. I've got some others in the vault that I actually don't want, and I don't want to use. I got them stored in here. Don't want to use them mainly because they're just not good. So I have them stored in the vault right now. We'll talk about why you use the vault and everything later. But we're hoping to get at least one legendary today. Let me just real quick finish up the sparring pit. Level these guys up. All right. Okay, let's get into it. So you can see I have 20 ancient shards. I got 500 of these mystery. That doesn't really matter. 6 void shards, 2 sacred shards. So like I said, I'll be using 2 of these, 4 of these, and then 1 ancient. Let's take a look at the drop rates real quick. Okay, so you can see very low legendary drop rate from both the ancient and the void, but you have a decent chance with the sacred. So we'll be doing 2 of those, which means I guess we have roughly a 12% chance. I know it's not exactly how statistics work, but sue me. All right, so I'm going to start with the lowest one first. So we will go with the ancient shard first. See what we get. All right. Now I haven't had any good luck with ancient shards, so not expecting any. Oh, we're starting off with a epic. So we got Canoness. I'm probably gonna mispronounce all these names. From the Sacred Order, we have an epic. Let's take a look at the reviews real quick. So the reviews are kind of how people let you know how good, bad a character is at some of the different parts. Looks like she is doing pretty well. She's got high 4s. The highest you can get up is to 5. So she's got high 4s for most things. Not very good for the Spider's Den. Not very good for Fire Knight. That's okay, though. So what does she do? Let's start with her basic attack. Basic attack, lead the charge. Attacks one enemy, has a 25% chance of placing a 25% increased attack buff on a random ally for 2 turns. That can be ascended to place a 50%. 25% is pretty low. I don't think you can really use that to... It's too low of a chance to really rely on that, but her damage is based on defense, and she is a defense character, so okay, you know, maybe not the worst, not the worst. Blinding Assault, her second attack, 4-turn cooldown. Get that down to 3 turns. Oh wait, do I have a? Oh, you can increase that buff. It's really only going to put it up to 35% though. Attacks one enemy, has an 80% chance of placing a 50% decrease accuracy debuff. Okay, so that could be a little bit better. You might be able to use that in certain situations. 80% is much better. You can get that up to 100% on that debuff. So, again, damage based on defense, so that is good. Final here, 6-turn cooldown, we get it down to 4. Places a 50% ally protection buff and a 60% increased defense buff on the target for 2 turns. So it's only on 1 target. It'd be nice if that was for the whole team. Also places a 15% continuous heal buff on this champion for 2 turns. Okay, so ally protection, what that does is it splits damage between the ally and the user here. Will increase the defense for the target by 60%. That's the highest that you can get. So that's pretty good. And then the continuous heal, not bad. Overall, she's not that great, to be honest. But okay. So, there we go. That was our... Get out of here. Don't sell me anything right now. That was our 1 ancient. Now we got to do 4 void shards. Now, the void shards always summon a void hero. That's something I'll talk about in a later episode of this. But basically, void champions are always... Not always, but most of the time they are stronger than the other champions. So if you get a rare void, it is almost akin to like an ancient or a normal epic. Okay, so here we go. Void Shard number 1. Starting off with a rare. Okay, we get Bellower. That's actually awesome. I've been seeing this guy a ton in the arena. This guy is really, really good for the arena. Got a 5 for Spider's Den. That's perfect. 4.9 for the campaign. Terrible for the clan boss. Terrible for the Fire Knight. Pretty high 4s for the most part. Arena offense, I know he's really good for the arena offense, not so much the arena defense, but that's great. So I'm actually really happy about this. He is a support character, but he does a hell of a lot of damage for a support character. So let's take a look at his attacks. I'm pretty sure all his attacks are attack all enemies. So attacks all enemies, that's really good. 20% chance of placing a block cooldown skills debuff for 1 turn. That can completely screw your opponent. Because they can't use their cooldown skills, which are their main like damage dealers or their huge buffs or whatever. That can be really huge. I'd like that chance to be a little bit higher, but he's only a rare character, so you can't ask for too much. That's pretty good. Mighty Bellow attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of placing a 15% decrease speed debuff, and you can get that up to 25, 35, 40%. Oh wait, I'm sorry, it's 50%. What am I doing? You can get that up to a 75% chance of placing decreased speed. That's really, really helpful in the arena. So that will be the first attack I'm assuming that he's going to use. So that's really helpful. And then last attack, again, attacks all enemies. So all of his attacks are attack all enemies. That's wonderful. Attacks all enemies has a 75% chance, placing a 25% decrease attack. Man, he's just debuffs all over the place. Block cooldown, decrease speed, decrease attack. You can actually get that up to 100%. You can see here, you can get that buff from 75 up to 100% chance of placing a decreased attack. Again, awesome. And you can ascend it. Has a 75% chance of placing a 30% decrease defense debuff. Now, I'm not sure if the debuff buff chance applies to both of these. I'm not 100% sure how that works. I know that it will absolutely apply to decrease attack. But if we can get a decrease attack and a decreased defense at 100% chance, that is wonderful. This guy is absolutely going straight into my arena team once I get him leveled up and everything. All right, so that was a really good start. That was 1 Void Shard. Let's get to number 2 now. I'm super happy with that one. Another rare. This guy's not very good. Wait, actually, this is a different one from what I've seen. I thought this was one of the guys I had before. So we have Ox from the Barbarians. Attacks 1 enemy, fills his champion's turn meter by 10% if the attack is critical. That's nothing special. Attacks 1 enemy has a 60% chance of placing 30% decreased defense. Again, nothing all that special. You can get up to 70, 80, 85%. And then attacks 1 enemy, the 50% chance of placing a block cooldown. Do the same thing, has an extra 15% chance. Yeah, not really that good at all. To be honest, he's got decent scores. They're kind of on the lower end of the 4s, so he's just whatever. Definitely not anywhere near as good as the Bellower. All right, what's our number 3? Another rare. So 3 rares. Okay, we got Coldheart. This is actually wonderful. This is amazing. So Coldheart is extremely good against bosses in the dungeons because, and I'll tell you why, she's got a skill that is based off of max health. Okay, terrible for the arena offense. Good lord, but she's pretty good everywhere else. So let's take a look here. Her basic attack, Flurry of Arrows, attacks 4 times at random. That's good. Each hit has a 25% chance of placing a 50% heal reduction. You can ascend that up to 100% heal reduction, but you can only get that buff chance up to 35%. So, but it is 4 attacks at random. So when you're attacking just one boss in a dungeon, you can actually get that, get 4 chances at 35%. I mean, that's actually pretty good. So heal reduction can be really good for, let's see here how she does in the Spirit Keep. Yeah, so Spirit Keep is somebody that they heal every single turn, so that can be really helpful there. Art of Pain, that is 4 at 4-turn cooldown. Attacks all enemies. Has a 30% chance, placing a 50% decrease accuracy debuff. Places a 5% poison debuff for 2 turns if the target is under a heal reduction. So basically, that kind of it goes off of her standard attack here. Goes you can get that down to 3 turns. Places a poison if they're under heal reduction. So okay, nothing too crazy there, but it does attack all enemies, so that's pretty nice. Last one, Heartseeker. So this is the one that I was telling you about. Attacks one enemy, fully depletes their turn meter, which is really good. Has an extra 30% chance of inflicting a critical hit, so that's an extra 30% on top of the base 15%. So this attack already has a 45% chance of critting. Means you really only have to get her up to about 70% crit rate to have a 100% crit for this skill. Damage increases according to enemy max health. This is what I was talking about. This is what's so important with her. So this skill, you can get it down to 4-turn cooldown, which would be pretty important. This skill does damage based on the enemy max health. So when you get these bosses that have millions of health, this skill hits very, very hard. So I'm happy to have Coldheart Hair. We have her. The 2 rares that I got from those, actually, the Bellower and Coldheart. Super happy about those. Both of them are going to help me out a lot. Last Void Shard. Here we go. I have to... Oh, my God. Hold on. I have to... I got to get rid of some champions real quick. What am I doing? Okay. Wait. Will it not let me... Can't go over 100? Okay. So hold on. Let's just make up some space real quick. So I'm going to open up the vault and I'll just put characters in right now. Okay. Perfect. All right. Last Void Shard. Here we go. I get an epic or a legendary, and that would be nice. Another rare. Okay, 4 rares. That's all right. Stone Skin. I'm pretty sure I've already had this guy, to be honest. Okay, so standard attack. Let's see. Gotta check the reviews. Yeah, he's not good at all. This guy's probably gonna end up being food, unfortunately. Attacks one enemy has a 50% chance of placing a provoke. Fills the turn meter by 50%. Puts the increased defense. Bellow attacks all enemies. Has a 75% chance of placing a 15 or a 30% decreased speed. You can get that up to 100%. But I can do the same thing with my my Bellower. So I don't need a Bellow. I need a Bellower. Good joke. Okay. Increase ally crit rate. Nah. Yeah. Whatever. He's actually not that good. Okay. So that is what it is. Finally, here we go. We are down to the big boys, the Sacred Shards. So you can get nothing lower than an epic with a Sacred Shard. So it's either going to be an epic or a legendary. Like I said, I don't have any legendaries yet. Could use one right about now. Let's open up the first one. Here we go. Okay, we got a rare or an epic. Erin, yes? I don't know. She's a demon spawn. Numbers are kind of low, unfortunately. Let's check. Let's see what she does. I don't have anything I'd do. Razor Claws attacks one enemy has a 30% chance of placing a poison debuff. That's a very low chance for poison. I know it's a basic attack, but that's very low. Almighty Curse attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of increasing the duration of all debuffs on the target. That's okay. It's on a 5-turn cooldown though, so not so great. Attacks one enemy, places a block buff for 2 turns. Get that down to 3 turns, so you almost have that up infinitely. She's not very good. Increase ally accuracy. Not very good, sadly. Alright, well, here we go. We're down to the last Sacred Shard. Come on, I gotta get something good here. I gotta get something good. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? It's another epic. Terrible luck. Terrible luck. Alright, we've got Galcut. He's got pretty low numbers as well. Okay. Mango Limbs is a standard attack. Attacks one enemy 2 times, 50% chance of placing a 30% decrease defense. Okay, you can get that up to 75% for the decreased defense, but it's not super important. Brutal Battering, 4 turn cooldown. Get that down to 3. Attacks all enemies 1 by 1 in random order. Interesting. Damage inflicted decreases by 25% after each hit. Oh, that's why it's in random order. Okay, I see. Weird. Attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a bomb that detonates after 3 turns. Okay, so bombs can be pretty good. You have a chance of placing 1 bomb on everybody. There are better champions that have a higher chance and they place like 2 bombs, 3 bombs. But 5 turn cooldown, and then if we ascend him, we can unlock crit rate in dungeons. Yeah, really, unfortunately, not that. So we got 2 champions that I'm actually really excited about. One, we got the Bellower, and then we also got Cold Heart. So those are 2 champions I think are really going to help me out. Unfortunately, those are both the rares. None of my epics that I got are hardly any good. But we did get him. This guy is going to be excellent for our arena offense, and then this girl is going to be wonderful for all of our bosses once you get up into higher rankings for them. So now real quick, let's just go into the events. I'll show you. We're collect all this wonderfulness. So we got a lot of energy, some silver, got 2 epic 5-star offense, which is good. You can always use more of that. More energy, silver, energy. Rare skill tome, which is good. We're going to use that to start upgrading our Bellower. 60 gems, another ancient shards that will replace the one that we used. That's pretty cool. And then an epic skill tome. You can never have too many of those. All right, so we maxed out our summons for this time, which means we're going to save these 2 void and these 20 ancient shards for the next one. Whew. So not the best of luck, sadly. Still no legendaries, but that's okay. Still got 2 good things. Whatever. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about this game if you have it, if you're trying it out. I'd love to know. I personally love it. I think it's a ton of fun. There's a lot of stuff to do. It keeps me engaged for, an hour or 2 every day, which is about what I need. It's about how much free time I have. So thank you guys all for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you made it this far, please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click the like button, all the good stuff. Hope you guys all have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Peace.